Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. The motion is on the need to address the non-payment of Students' Industrial Work Experience Scheme, SIWES, allowances to students by Industrial Training Fund, ITF. The House notes the failure of the Industrial Training Fund to pay allowances to students who participated in the Students' Industrial Work Experience Scheme, SIWES, which is one of the core mandates for which the fund was set up. The House also notes that the fund was also established to encourage the acquisition of skills needed for manpower training in the country. And under the scheme, students undertake 6 months and in some cases 1 year industrial training. The House is aware that Section 1C of the Industrial Training Fund Establishment Act states that the federal government shall provide funds for Students' Industrial Work Experience Scheme. The House is also aware that it is unpatriotic and unconscionable for the ITF or any government agency to deliberately bring untold hardship to students by withholding funds that have been released for payment of their SIWES allowances. The House believes that unless urgent action is taken to check the prevailing sharp practices in the operations of the ITF, students will continue to be ripped off. The House is called upon to resolve to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the allegations of sharp practices and fraud in the operations of the Industrial Training Fund, especially on the utilization of its fund from 2010 to date, and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move. Very quickly remind us of part of our functions under Section 88(2) of the Constitution, which confers on us as legislators the powers of investigation to expose corruption, inefficiency, and waste in the disbursement or administration of funds appropriated by the National Assembly. My dear colleagues, that is what we have been called upon to resolve to do. Let me also quickly refer us to the Industrial Training Fund Act, Cap 19 Laws of Federation 2004, particularly Section 1C, which provides for payment of monies into the Industrial Training Fund, which says that funds should be provided by the federal government for the SIWES program. And of course, these funds are provided in the yearly budget. However, these funds are under the mother ministry, that is the Ministry of Trade and Industry, whilst the Industrial Training Fund manages the money. Further, Section 2 also provides that these funds shall be utilized to promote and encourage the acquisition of skills in industry or commerce with a view to generating a pool of indigenously trained manpower sufficient to meet the needs of the country. My dear colleagues, these are very beautiful legislations that we have made. The problem has always been that of implementation. Monies are provided for students who go on IT, either 6 months or 1 year, but you all know they barely get paid. Ordinarily, the same way corpers are paid, we make provision for IT students, but they never get paid. This motion is calling on us to take a second look at this. The essence of providing money for this is to improve on our skills. But the question is, how far have we gone? We still have importation of skilled labor from China, India, in fact, even African countries. Ordinary tiling. We import people from Cotonou to tile our homes. Yet, money is provided for this kind of training for our indigents. I'll plead with us, without taking much of our time, to support this motion. Let us look at these monies we have provided, how they have been utilized, and then come back to this House for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.